Hello and welcome back to another video. As you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, this video will be 3 drawings combined. They're 3 Inktober drawings. My last Inktober drawings of 2020. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this. The speed paints for these 3 different drawings are actually placed a little off. The first one I made was the Shinso one, but for some reason Sally ended up first when I was editing these videos together, so I don't have the energy to change that. So now you guys see Sally first, but I actually made the Sally drawing 2 days after, or no, 4 days after I made the Shinso drawing. So that's why you can see on the page next to Sally that the Shinso drawing was my last one, but you'll see me draw him after you see me draw Sally, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that's just me being lazy. So yeah, right now, as you're watching this video, I am drawing Sally from the movie The Nightmare Before Christmas. I thought it'd be interesting to draw her as like an anime girl, and I actually wouldn't mind making like a full colored drawing of her as an anime girl, because I think the different like colors and patterns on her dress would be very interesting to draw. So I do want to do that, so maybe I'll do that soon. But yeah, I started off with a sketch, which again I didn't film. I don't think I filmed the sketching process for any of these 3 videos. But you can see the sketch at the very beginning of this video, and I used my kneadable eraser to, you know, just erase the majority of the lines, but not erase them to the point where I can't see them anymore. That's just something that works for me. I really recommend a kneadable eraser when it comes to drawing. So yeah. And then I just went in with the outlines, and after I finished outlining the whole drawing, I went in with, you know, my shading, and this is the only drawing in this video where I actually just stick to just gray tones, because the rest I use like flat colors. But for this I wanted to stick true to the Inktober theme, so it's completely in black and white and, you know, shades of gray. So I used a Copic marker to color in her hair, and I left some of the white paper, so, you know, for highlights. And yeah, that was it. I didn't have to, you know, there was no extra colors, there was no editing it afterwards on Procreate or in Procreate or anything. So it was just a simple drawing. I really enjoyed it. I do like making the Nightmare Before Christmas fan art every year in October, so I think last year I made Jack, and now I made Sally. I'd like to draw those 2 together though. I have tried, but I haven't finished the sketch, and, you know, we'll see if I ever finish that. But I do want to draw the 2 of them together at some point. To my next drawing, I am drawing Shinso from My Hero Academia. I have a list on notes on my phone where I write down like all the ideas and all the characters that I want to draw, and Shinso has been on that list for a very long time. And, you know, I was feeling up for an Inktober drawing, so I was scrolling through the list, and then the moment I saw Shinso, I just knew I had to do it. I have to get around to it, because I've always wanted to draw his hair. So yeah, that's what I did. And again, I didn't film the sketching process, but whatever. Again, I used my kneadable eraser to erase, you know, the harshest sketch lines, and then I went in with the outlines with, you know, a regular pen. Then I went in, added some shading, added some cross hatching, colored in the darkest areas. And then I went in with a gray marker for his UA outfit. And then I had to add the red stripe, and then I just had like a dull, I'm pretty sure I used the dull purple color for his hair. And yeah. but I wasn't really happy with this drawing, so I did end up editing it a little bit in Procreate. One thing I did was fix his hairline because that was something that I realized that I kind of screwed up. So, you know, I shortened his forehead. I made him look normal. And then I messed around with the colors a little bit because, I don't know, it just looked a little too dull for my taste. So I set the layer to multiply so that I can color on top of the layer of this photo and still have the texture show through, so it looks like I've just gone in with my markers. So yeah, I made his outfit more blue like it's supposed to be. Touched up on the red a little bit, and then I made his hair like extra purple like it's supposed to be. It's still kind of dull, you know, obviously the colors of, you know, Shinso isn't quite like this, but I wanted to keep it more dull, you know, closer to the Inktober side. So yeah, and then I added some highlights on his hair, and then I added some highlights in his eyes as well, and then he was done. I do think it would have looked better if I had, like, instead of drawing more of his body, I think I should have drawn a little less and then drawn like kind of like a headshot and then just drawn it bigger so that I can really get the details in his face and focus more on his hair and stuff. So I kind of wish I did that, but every time I sketch in my sketchbook, I end up drawing way too small. I don't know how I managed to do that. So yeah, I was gonna put a lot of focus, you know, on his face and his hair, but it ended up so small that I just kind of had to draw, you know, down to his thighs, I guess. So yeah, that's something I've got to work on. And then to my personal favorite Inktober drawing of 2020, I drew Draculaura from Monster High as an anime girl. And I actually drew this while I was at school. I was really bored. I think I had finished all my work, so I just sat there sketching this. And then when I came home, I used my kneadable eraser, erased the harshest lines, and then I went in, you know, just like getting the outlines finished, and then going in, you know, coloring in the black areas like her hair, and you know, adding some shading, even though I don't think I really added a lot of shading to this. I kept it relatively simple, actually. But yeah, that's what I did. I used a pink marker to color in the pink in her hair. And I think I added the little pink heart on her cheek. But this paper isn't really meant for markers, so I can color in tiny areas and it won't look that weird, but when I color in bigger areas, the texture gets all weird, and I really didn't want that over her vest. So again, I transferred this drawing over to Procreate, and then I added in, you know, the coloring on her vest and the little bat, you know, by her neck. And then then I colored in her lips. And then I added little pink hearts around her for an extra touch. So yeah, I did mess around with this a little bit on Procreate just to get the colors right. And I think it was worth it. Oh yeah, I also added in it's more like a really dull, like, purple gray for her sleeves. And then, like, the rim of her her skirt. And then I think I added a little bit in her eyes. And yeah, I just thought that was a nice little touch. So most of the coloring was done in Procreate, so the drawing doesn't look as good in person. But, you know, whatever. I couldn't really do much because of the paper quality. I did debate to add some more shading to Draculaura, and I played around with it a little bit, you know, in Procreate. But I don't know, for these Inktober drawings, I think simplicity is the best. So I just kept it with flat colors, no shading, not even any cross hatching, except for the rim of her dress again. But that's just the pattern of that area. I really enjoyed making these drawings though. I always enjoy Inktober a lot, even though I never participate that much. Like, this year I only have 7 out of 31 drawings. So, you know, one year I do hope to complete the entire challenge. I just don't have the time. You know, me being in high school and everything. So, yeah, one day though, I will complete the entire challenge. Maybe I'll even upload a video like every day for each Inktober drawing. Ooh, that would be a challenge. But yeah, I was hoping to get a Halloween drawing finished by this weekend. You know, seeing as it is Halloween this Saturday. But, you know, life got in the way and I procrastinated a little bit, so I didn't finish any this year. So the best I have, you know, is this Inktober video, but I hope that's fine. I mean, we have a vampire and we have Sally, so I guess that should be close enough to Halloween themed. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.